Week 1, the session will help the players learn how to use a variety of passes, but also be aware of the factors that impact decisions around using space, their first touch and options when they got possession of the ball. So for the arrival activity, what we're going to do is have a 20 by 20 box, and that will be split into 4 utilising a cone in the middle. There will be 4 active target players on the outside, and they will be the receiving players. Players in the middle, they will be split into pairs or threes, where they will have different responsibilities. One player is to receive the ball from the outside, who will then play to someone in their team in the inside, and the second player's role is to play the ball out. What I'm looking for in this practice is different types of passes, encouraging the players to utilise different parts of the foot to pass that ball out. At this moment, I'm not going to actively say which. I'm open for them to work out different ways to do it, with it being an arrival activity. Good. Control it. You're now going to pass it to Freddie. Ethan, then you're going to find someone else to pass to. So find someone else on the outside. Good. Control, then what are you going to do? You're going to go and get the ball back, and then Freddie, Ethan, you might move, pass it back. Control, who are you going to find? Good, and then where are you going to go? Find to someone else. Excellent. Have a look. So what I'm noticing, the players are stood still, which is fine because we've just started the activity, more of an arrival. Players on the outside, I want them to be active. So I've encouraged them to move side by side so they're not just stood around. Right, everyone on the outside stay where they are. The players in the middle, you're going to set you a challenge. Okay, when you've passed the ball, okay, you and your teammate need to go and find another square. So can you see the 4 mini squares around the outside? Well done, good pass. So now by giving them that challenge, hopefully the players now are a bit more active. So a couple of minutes ago, very static. Players now are actively moving. So if we look at these 2 players here, they're now moving into different spaces. Who do you need to find your pass to? Go on then. Go and pass that ball. Good pass. Well done. Good. I'm going to set the timer for 1 minute. Okay. How many times can you get the ball to the player on the outside? Okay. That's your challenge. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. I'm going to set you another challenge because you're really, really good at football, you lot. So I want you to think about different types of passes you can do. Okay. What parts of the foot can you use to pass the ball, do you think? Okay. Well, talk to the person next to you. What are some of the passes you can do? Go on, what types of passes you might use? With it being an arrival activity, it's more around for you as a coach to start looking at ways of passing and receiving, and players that arrive late in the session, they will be able to then join in without disrupting the other players. In a game, if I kick the ball out, what happens? Other team's ball. So if I kick it like this, wait, Jake, for me, or do I want to kick it like this? Second one. Yeah, so that's your challenge now. Try and keep the ball in the square, and if someone's got the ball on the outside with blue, try and find someone different with a blue. Okay, that's the last one, Maisie, then we can have a drink. Okay. So into practice 1. In this part of the session, we will look at a bounce zone where there'll be players who will work as target players on each side of the game. So each player and each team will have a target player, and the aim is for the outfielders to combine and look at different types of passes to get the ball into the end zone. So in the activity, what I'm going to do is split the group into 2. There will be a larger pitch and a smaller pitch. The larger pitch will get me a different return to the smaller pitch. So on the smaller pitch, I will notice smaller types of passes, more one-touch passes, more combinations. Whereas on the larger pitch, I'll be looking at more long-range passing. Players will be starting to look at that driven pass, looking for that chip pass, whereas on the smaller pitch you'll be more 2-player combinations, 3-player combinations. Your job in your team is to work as a group to pass the ball to that player on the outside on the end zone. Okay? If you get the ball into the end zone, you get a point. Ready? So girls, you watching? Okay, play. Work together, go, play. Oh, good stop. Pass it forward. It's like a real match, okay? Try and pass to the deck. Good tackle, play. Good pass, there we go. Good. Pass it forward, Freddie, control. And stop there, that's the point, okay? Okay, so your job now, if you pass that ball in, you swap with the player that you've passed to, okay? So everyone's moving, okay? So what's your name? Lottie passes that ball in, Lottie pass it in, then Lottie goes on the outside, and then restart the game to the other side, okay? Understand that? So if someone passes to you, you swap with that player, okay? So just amended the game. So what we noticed was some of the players didn't want to go on the outside. So just added the activity into the activity that the player that plays in then swaps. So we get different players on the outside receiving on the outside. And relax there. So you go there. So now we can see that space. Do you think you can now move it to the outside of your foot, play that ball in to your teammate there, rather than trying to take 4 players on? Because we're looking at what we're working on again. Passing. Okay, so ball to me. So your job now, oh, good pass. Okay, so can you shift the ball on the outside? So Ange, you got to be in a position, just let him do it. So move it out the outside and he plays it into there. Okay, so your challenge now, girls, if you've got the ball, rather than trying to get it all the way to the line, can you now get it out your feet and play a long ball in? Okay, good. Going the wrong way. Go on in. You get the ball. So it's non-bibs. You get it. Non-bibs. 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 As we go into the game, we are going to play a game of bingo where the players will have a whiteboard with a variety of challenges on there. The challenges are linked back into the passing activities that we've done and the types of passes that we've worked on. So on the bingo cards, there will be a whiteboard where the players, depending on the team that have done it, they will run over to the side and they will mark off the things that they've done and achieved. So we've got a topo, okay, a chip pass, left-footed pass, loads of different types of passes, okay. How the game's going to work, okay, you're still going to have a normal match to score, because that's what we want to do, score goals. However, if you do one of these passes, okay, you've got to run over, okay, and put, yeah, we have done this at training. We are going to run over and put the colour of your bib on, okay? The first team to get 3 in a row, like noughts and crosses, they get a bonus point. So that allowed the kids to play for a few minutes just to get their bearings again. We've got a player who has hurt his knee, so he's helping with the scoring and the noughts and crosses system. At the moment, they've all got one they're going to work off one board, and we're going to bring them in to see where they're at and what they're going to go and work on individually. As we get into the session, it's not just about letting them play, it's now bringing them back in to get them to discuss what they've achieved and what they're going to go and work on that's not been complete. Okay, so if we're looking on the board, we've done a toe poke pass. Someone's tried a chip pass, that's good, that's that long one. We've had a left-footed pass. Oh, we've not seen anyone do a back heel or a pass into space. What do we mean by passing into space? Talk to the person next to you. Go on then, play Ethan. Into space if we can. Good look up, so a little scan. Well done, good try, well done. That's really good, Ethan. Yeah? Good, like that.